While hiking near the Colorado River, a group of hikers caught a surprising moment on video. A large, mysterious bipedal figure moving through the trees. Thinking it might be the elusive Bigfoot, they hurried to capture the footage. The video reveals the humanoid shape briefly appearing before vanishing into the wilderness, igniting curiosity and debate among viewers about whether they actually encountered the legendary creature.
It almost looks like
There's some rock coming
it's like
down.
waving around.
Is it?
Okay. Bigger than a normal size man. Dude.
Ew, it's creepy.
Look at my phone, you can see it.
Wait, I want to see it in the phone.
I want to see too.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's weird.
Definitely.
Guys, come look in the phone. You can see it.
At first glance, the subject appears upright and humanoid, covered in reddish-brown hair and walking mid-stride through a narrow clearing. The head is proportionate, possibly conical, and distinctly visible above the tree line. Arms appears mid-swing, suggesting locomotion consistent with a bipedal gait. The overall mass and stature seem too large and natural to be a person in a suit, though we always consider that possibility. Now, we're examining a truly fascinating trail cam capture that may be one of the most defined Bigfoot silhouettes we've seen yet. Let's see. At first glance, this photo is a textbook example of what believers and skeptics have debated for decades. The scene is nighttime infrared trail cam shot, dark background, clear foreground. But front and center we see a large, humanoid figure, mid-step, retreating into the woods. The form is upright, bipedal, and seems to have mass. This is not a trick of the light or a passing shadow. There's a distinct separation between the head, torso, arms, and legs. The posture suggests forward motion, classic Paddy-style locomotion. The proportions are worth noting. The figure appears broad-shouldered, thick-bodied, and covered in what seems like dense hair or fur, based on the diffuse IR reflection pattern. The leg position suggests gait, rather than a stationary pose, giving it a sense of motion blur, but not enough to obscure the shape entirely. There's no indication of clothing, and the arms hang low, consistent with many eyewitness descriptions. Could this be a costumed human? Possibly, but in a remote area at night, on a random trail camera, the planning alone would be extensive. And what stands out most is the lack of detail where we might expect artificiality. No visible seams, no hard edges, no signs of fabric. Just a solid, misty-bodied creature in the wild. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay squatchy. Here's footage captured by a quadcopter showing what's believed to be a Bigfoot wandering near someone's property. Take a look. In the video, the creature appears significantly larger than a human, especially when compared to the nearby trees. The clip has sparked plenty of debate in the comments about whether it's genuine or a hoax. Regardless, the idea of something so large and eerie roaming close to your home is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Get ready for some truly mind-blowing footage captured in August 2023. I've seen this video before, but never in such crystal clear detail, so I felt compelled to share it. To me, this could be some of the most convincing evidence we've seen yet. If these aren't Bigfoot creatures, then what are these massive, hairy figures roaming through the wilderness? This incredible footage was recorded in Yellowstone National Park. When park rangers saw the footage, their reaction was unsettling. An awkward laugh followed by a half-hearted, "Yeah, you've got Bigfoot there." It makes you wonder, are they hiding something? Let's turn our attention to something a bit more controversial, yet just as fascinating. Have you seen this footage? It captures a large animal dashing across the camera's view, so quickly it's almost a blur. The creature's speed and agility are astonishing, and when you take a closer look at its size and the rich tone of its fur, it's hard not to be amazed by the surprises nature holds. You might be thinking, it's probably just a bear. But here's where it gets interesting. Bears don't typically move like this, and while some might suggest primates like chimps or gorillas, They don't usually walk upright in this manner, and they certainly aren't native to this area. So it begs the question, could this be a rare glimpse of the elusive Bigfoot? There's another twist. The creature appears smaller than the typical descriptions of Bigfoot. Could it be a juvenile, not yet grown into its full, legendary stature? I find that idea especially intriguing. What do you think? Is this a young Bigfoot, or is there another explanation we're missing? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. Before us lies a striking photograph that appears to depict none other than Bigfoot himself, but not in his natural environment. Instead, the creature is shown hanging, with unmistakable signs of violence. What immediately grabs attention is the impressive level of detail. The being has a humanoid form, a muscular frame cloaked in thick hair, particularly dense around the arms and shoulders. Its face is somewhere between human and primate, with pronounced cheekbones, sunken eyes, and a low-set forehead. The hair is gray and tangled, showing signs of age. Interestingly, the chest is bare, an unusual trait for traditional Bigfoot descriptions, but this bareness exposes numerous apparent wounds, possibly bullet holes. The body shows clear evidence of trauma, with blood streaming downward, amplifying the photo's unsettling atmosphere. The setting appears to be a cave or underground tunnel, and the ropes used seem modern, hinting at a calculated hunt and capture. The posture of the figure, limp, head hanging, evokes deeply disturbing emotions. The question remains, how real is this image? If it's fabricated, then it's done with astonishing skill. The craftsmanship behind the anatomy, makeup, and costume is eerily convincing. But if what we're seeing is genuine, then this could mark one of the most chilling and consequential moments in cryptozoological history. It's no surprise that the YouTuber Flamingo One's Bigfoot sighting has racked up over 1.4 million views. While walking a trail at Kingsman Vault, Tennessee's highest point, they claimed to see a group of people staring up into the trees. At first, it appeared to be a bear, but it was standing on two legs. Let's take a closer look.
Bigfoot. Do you see it? Look at it. Come here.
What's he doing?
Out of all the clips we've seen so far, this one looks the most convincing. The creature disappears from view incredibly fast, and you can see a crowd of onlookers trying to process what just happened as they film it high in the treetops. It's a remarkable piece of footage. One popular comment under the video reads, "Definitely real. I met a guy 2 months ago who saw a Sasquatch in Canada last summer. He's an outdoor tour guide who's seen every kind of bear imaginable. He said what he saw was nothing like a bear, or any other animal he's ever encountered. He was camping with 3 others along a riverbank when they saw it across the water. All of them were so terrified they nearly packed up and drifted downstream." Another notable observation from the footage is the creature's size in relation to the surrounding trees. Judging by that scale, it would have to be at least 9 feet tall, if not taller. Get ready for an incredible sighting submitted by a viewer from Oregon to the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. Oregon, known for its rich history of Bigfoot encounters, remains one of the top hotspots in the Pacific Northwest. But this isn't just another piece of footage. It's a still image I've never seen before, and it's absolutely mesmerizing. Take a look at this mysterious figure captured in the photo. According to RMSO, they've made countless trips to McMinnville following up on Bigfoot reports, and this image stands out. The figure's proportions are striking. Its arms appear unusually long and muscular compared to the rest of its body, creating an anatomy that's hard to explain. Costumes rarely, if ever, get these features right. I'm really curious to hear what you all think. For me, it always boils down to 2 possibilities. Either this is compelling evidence of Bigfoot, or someone out there has a lot of free time in a very convincing suit. Touted as the clearest and closest Bigfoot footage ever captured, this video is truly something to behold.
Ich weiß mal ein bisschen hier.
It features a towering figure, what many believe to be a massive Bigfoot, casually walking through the forest, seemingly unaware of the nearby cameraman who frustratingly struggles to keep the shot steady. One commenter jokingly remarked that while the Bigfoot wasn't blurry, the cameraman definitely was, suggesting either nerves or something suspicious at play. But if this footage is genuine, the creature appears absolutely massive and incredibly powerful. There's something about night vision footage that instantly makes everything 10 times more terrifying. And the clip we're about to show is no exception. Most of the videos we've seen feature this figure moving through the forest at night, but this one stands out as one of the most authentic and chilling captures yet. Let's take a look, but maybe brace yourself first. Whatever that thing is, it looks absolutely terrifying. When the video is paused on a freeze frame, the face appears almost demonic, like some kind of nightmarish Bigfoot. Honestly, it's hard to say what it is, but one thing's for sure. It's deeply unsettling. Captured in a remote, deciduous forest during what appears to be late autumn, judging by the heavy leaf fall and bare trees, this black and white image seemingly features a classic Bigfoot figure, and it warrants a deep dive. At the center of the frame, partially obscured by a tree trunk, we see what looks like a large, upright, humanoid figure covered in dark fur. The being appears to be interacting with or leaning on a broken tree stump, potentially for support, or perhaps in the act of foraging or investigating. Its posture is hunched, with both arms lowered in front of the body, hands near the base of the stump. There is a clear sense of weight and presence in the way it occupies the space. The figure's head is proportionally large, and though detail is limited due to resolution, there seems to be a sloped forehead and possible facial structure consistent with many alleged eyewitness descriptions of Sasquatch. Brow ridge prominent, nose flat, and jaw square. Interestingly, no visible clothing or gear suggests a person in costume, though we must always remain cautious of stage hoaxes. Lighting and environmental context are worth noting. The image has high contrast, suggesting it may have been taken at dawn, dusk, or with infrared capabilities. Shadows cast by the surrounding trees appear consistent with the lighting, which lends credence to the photo's authenticity and rules out certain types of digital tampering. The ground cover, thick with leaves, would make it difficult for a person in a heavy suit to move silently, adding another layer of complexity to potential fakery. Finally, no direct motion blur is present, so this was likely a still capture, not part of a moving sequence. That may limit our ability to validate gait or movement patterns typical of known primates or humans in costume. Let's check out a brand new Bigfoot sighting uploaded on January 12th, 2025. The video, which lists Michigan as its location, likely originates from there. It starts with a hiker walking through a snowy forest, but the peaceful scene quickly turns unsettling.
Holy cow.
Suddenly, deep growls echo through the trees, signaling the presence of a large predator. The hiker catches brief glimpses of the creature responsible, though it remains mostly out of sight. He sounds shocked, saying things like, "It just took off running," and "What the heck is that thing?" His choice of words hinting that this isn't any ordinary animal. As the video continues, the growls grow louder and seem to come closer. These eerie sounds are unlike anything we've heard before, leading many viewers to speculate that this might be a genuine Bigfoot encounter. Given the strange noises and the hiker's descriptions, this theory has gained significant attention, with many believing he had a very close, and lucky to survive, encounter that day. This close-up and unusually clear Bigfoot sighting has sparked a lot of debate online in recent years. While the clip is controversial, its remarkable clarity makes it worth sharing. Very little is known about the background, only that someone was exploring the forest when they suddenly came face to face with a massive Bigfoot-like creature. The person quickly hid as the figure walked briskly past. The short video offers a rare detailed glimpse of an unnaturally tall, Sasquatch-like being. Every feature is visible, from its lighter-colored face and dark eyes to a prominent brow ridge, a distinct nose, and a black beard covering the lower half of its face. Based on these details, along with its immense size and height, the creature closely resembles classic Bigfoot descriptions. However, its surprisingly human-like gait has raised skepticism. Many suspect it might be someone in a costume, especially since the videographer appears to be in plain view. The creature doesn't react or show aggression. It simply walks by, which raises questions. Did it not notice the person? Or was it deliberately ignoring them? Bigfoots are said to be highly aware and elusive, making such an encounter puzzling. In the end, this sighting raises more questions than answers, and it's unlikely we'll ever learn the full story. After hiking about 35 miles into Sasquatch Canyon to service some game cameras, we were driving out when something unusual happened. As we rounded a bend, just left of center, we spotted a black figure, some kind of animal or creature, hiding behind a tree. We're not sure what it was, but we'll show you the footage a few times, including a slowed down version. I got out of the car to investigate and could still hear it moving, and briefly saw dark motion deeper in the brush. There it is again. The tree it hides behind is visibly shaking. That tree is probably around 9 or 10 feet tall and seemed to have berries on it, which might have attracted it. Whatever it was, it definitely looked large and black, and it quickly ducked behind the tree as we came around the corner.